Hey guys, we have returned with Ace Attorney, and probably you're hearing me different speaking because I'm actually back at work and I'm allowed to record again. Things have been going back in the normal way and I've been released from my punishment. So, let's see if we can have some progress and fun. So yeah, what happened? This Friday's death was instantaneously, while Mr. Rowell survived for a short while. From this, it is obvious Miss Faraday died after he was shot by Mr. Rowell. Mr. Rowell, while on the brink of death, stole Miss Faraday's knife and stabbed him. The effects on this case. Faraday's death instantaneously. Therefore, must have attacked first, proving that logic will be false probably because how she's wrong. In that case, I should first look in the holes in her test theory. You press J, you press
Hold it!
So you believe that the dying Mr. Rowell stole the knife from Mr. Faraday? Mr. Rowell became desperate as he did not want to die. Humans can be so amazing things when they are put to the test. So two men struggle. In the end, Mr. Rowell was able to grab the knife and stab Mr. Faraday. His condition in this room is a testament to their struggle. Yes, my logic is perfectly sound. Can you really say that it's perfect? What is emulating? Nothing. However, I can't let you set slide by without further inquiry. One must be clear and precise if you send a statement of your testimony. Fine. If two men were fighting, their struggle may surely have caused quite a bit of noise. Detective Gummy testified that he heard absolutely nothing. You place too much faith in that detective testimony, you know. For the sake of argument, let's say there wasn't a fight. Then how did Mr. Rowell get his hand on the knife? The bag was sitting there, right in the lobby number 2. Not hard to imagine that perhaps Mr. Rowell saw a chance and took it at that point. So, what you're saying is this? Mr. Rowell took a chance that he saw an opportunity, took the knife from the bag? They shot Rowell after being stabbed? There's something strange in Francesca's statement just now. But it does add up, so there's no point, right? No! Worth. Yes, taking random shots in the dark is coming up with it. Karma. Ow! Take a step back and think for a change. This makes you things are perfectly. Be careful what you're saying once you get in my head. The shadow of being stabbed. I suspect there's definitely something wrong with the testimony. Nothing to say now, I suppose I...
Objection!
Oh yeah, I suspect something doesn't add up. Oh? Shadow after being stabbed.
Take that!
According to the coroner report, Mr. Faraday died instantaneously, meaning that he died immediately on being stabbed by the knife. Ergo, he should not be possible to fire the gun after that. Oh, you got me! But of course. But then, if the report is correct, then there is only one explanation. If supposed Mr. Val attacked first, then Mr. Faraday, who's died instantaneously, would have been unable to kill Mr. Rao. Therefore, Mr. Val must have stabbed Mr. Faraday after being shot, and they both died. That's the only explanation that makes sense. I'm gathering your opponent's ideas in order to prove your own theory. See how you've been studying, Francesca. I just wanted to explain it to you as simply as possible. For your foolish, beyond that only foolish like you could. How naive you to believe that your opinions are valid. Still expect to discover the truth that the crime scene offers you. This guy, you still got a little ways to go. What are you talking about? Are you saying there's a flaw in my logic? This guy died instantly. The fact that he did gave a rise to the contradiction in this scene. The contradiction here is the crime scene, yes? The order the bodies fell. And get this straight. What you are arguing is this. Miss Faraday took the gun from the evidence bag, shot Mr. Rao. Then the wounded Mr. Rao found the opportunity to take the knife and strike back. Upon the stabbing, Mr. Faraday died on the spot, and Mr. Rao died thereafter. If that's the case, then how you explain this? Take a look at the order which is their bodies are piled up. No! Faraday's body is lying on top of Mr. Rao's, therefore must have died before Mr. Faraday. Impossible! Yes, I agree that seems off no matter what angle you approach it from. I mean, the real mystery behind this crime scene
Objection!
must have... That what you must solve is... No, not so fast, Miles Hitcher. What now? Simply think that you are outside the box. And that is even clearer that the incident started with Mr. Faraday's murderous intent. She sure bounced back quickly. The explanation won't be enough for this time. Time to take things and decipher evidence to prove her wrong. What happened? Part 2. It just happened that Mr. Faraday, when he fell on top of them, Mr. Rao fell in a pow. They attack each other at the same time. It doesn't really matter in which side is that they fell in the opposite order. Yep, know that Francesca is absolutely correct. What we'll do is find a hole in her logic. Once I do it, I can present her evidence that proves the contradiction.
Hold it!
What do you mean by they attacked each other at the same time? I assume Miss Faraday had to hold two different weapons in his hands. You mean an attack on Mr. Rao, you will see holding both the knife and the revolver. And then, after Miss Faraday fired the gun, Mr. Rao grabbed the knife as he was falling and stabbed Mr. Faraday. This is how Mr. Rao ended up on the bottom and Mr. Faraday on top. Close range is more than possible. It is possible, but if you had any ideas? Other ideas? Then show me what you got. Oh, I will. end with an extent, I would like to for you to append what I just said to your testimony. I don't see any point to that, but do as you please.
Objection!
So you believe they killed each other at close range? Sorry, but that's not possible. Was it in the crime scene notes? Fire of the handgun did not leave a gunpowder burn on Mr. Val's clothing. Therefore, Mr. Val and the gun have been separate from a distance at least 2 or 3 yards. Ah! Yes, it is far by the biggest contradiction. 2 bodies piled up on each other, and yet the gun was fired from a distance. There would be no chance that Mr. Val moved that far being shot. That leaves only one possible explanation. With a complete foolish stuff there from a foolish fool. If I'm not right, then who was in the first move with the intent to murder? To kill, huh? Who? The person that attacked first. And that would be Mighty Man. Here in this room, contradiction appears no matter what man we claim to attack first. Thus, there can only be one explanation. There was a third person. Was that the third person who killed Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rao? Set their bodies up to make it look like they doubled murder. The third person is the real culprit. Well, says perfect. Just one thing you're missing. Evidence, correct? Exactly, everything you set up. There's nothing but a story played in your head. However, this real test begins. Can you prove that there is a third person involved in this crime? Of course. This person is truly here to resolve their glaring contradiction. Prove that this is a setup made it look like they killed each other. Present it and bear the final piece of the puzzle that is in place. This is the piece of evidence that proves there is a third person involved.
Take that!
The gun in Miss Friday's hand and a plastic bag with his blood on it. These 2 items point to the presence of a third person. How so? Call Detective Gumshoe's testimony. I was in the hallway the whole time. I didn't hear a single beep of a struggle. Wasn't a struggle in this room, then there shouldn't be any plastic bags on the ground. Meaning someone else should have deliberated to get them around. Do you not see the possibility in this? Disregarding the gun for a moment. There's a high probability of blood splatter when the knife is used on a person. The culprit held the knife with a plastic bag around it. You should use the bag to catch any blood that splattered from when they withdraw the knife. Then the spanning for a few plastic bags around it, mixing the blood one in it with it, arranging the room that made look like there was a struggle between the two. Conceal their presence. Ah! Looks like we still got a long way to go in this investigation. Yes.
Objection!
What the heck up with you, pal? Mr. Bat, I advise you to place Gumshoe under arrest. What? What's the meaning of this? Looks like you're not man enough to your own subordinates. Don't you dare. The detective claims that he was there standing door the entire time. I have a good authority was all a giant lie. It's you. I ask that you please explain that statement. I will let His Honor explain for himself. Oh, I saw it with my own eyes, I tell you. Jesus, there was this period of time when there was no one in the hallway. What? Hey, Mr. Bad. So I asked you, why would the detective who was doing his job the whole time, if he's fabricating such a lie? Gumshoe, did you kill Faraday? No! Of course not, sir. It would appear that the one who set this whole crime scene up is the detective. Basically, this testimony a complete lie and a whole invalid. Like your perfect logic seems to was tumbling down, Miles. I was in the hallway the whole time. I didn't hear a single peep of a struggle. Is the statement really a lie? Detective Gumshoe, you are now a suspect in the murder of 2 men. Just spit out the truth. So help me. I wouldn't lie to anyone, sir. Honest. I was really there. I was in the hallway the whole time.
Hold it!
Detective Beth, I ask you to please do not act without my permission. After all, I'm the one that's heading up investigation, am I not? Don't talk like you know what's going on, boy. All I want is this investigation to run perfectly. Perfect is any wish of this discipline of foreign crime, after all. Before you take Gumshoe into custody, I'd like to set the record straight on something. And what's that? That I Gumshoe about? First, I want to clarify: is that their motive for committing this crime? Motive. Gumshoe? Got any grudge against Faraday or anything? No, sir. Not me. Not a single bad thing against Mr. Faraday, sir. That
Objection!
You really have a problem with lying, don't you, Detective Gumshoe? I'm telling you, I am not lying! The more unnatural you act, the more suspicious you become, you know. If you want a motive, Edgeworth, I have one for you right now. Will you please share it with us? However, before all I will start to object to flights of fancy, because I'm all interested is in the perfect explanation. You are serious, aren't you? Fine. You assume me. I honor you with your little courtroom practice. And this is where I'm going to end off for today, guys. We'll be back tomorrow with some more Ace Attorney investigations as we are progressing further and further. Bye bye for now.